Welcome back to Actors Endurance. As you guys can see, both of our backgrounds are different today. But coming up today, we have, would you believe it or not, we have Donald Trump, so President Trump's Hollywood ambassadors. But you didn't know about that. We also have some
Mm.
fun facts about James Bond. We have fun facts about filming in New Jersey. We also got a little Broadway classic coming, a possible Broadway classic. And last but not least, I guess a bonus would be Hollywood Walk of Stars is what we got coming up. So this is Actors Indoors, home of the
Yes.
enduring artists. This is our vodcast, not pod, baby, bod, baby. V with a V. We stepping into the newness. All right. So as y'all can see, Shanette is on set. That's how
Yes,
we
yes,
endear.
yes. I can't really show
We
y'all
do
because,
endear. Yes. Yeah.
wardrobe behind
Yep.
me
Yep. And NDAs, baby, NDAs, but it's
all day,
big. It's
all
got
day.
big people on it. You know what I'm saying? So listen, she ain't got much
Um,
time. I
yeah,
got
yeah.
more time, but
Yeah,
since she don't have no time, I ain't got no time. So there we go.
yeah. So
Let's
let's
jump
jump
right
into this.
into
Let's jump into this before I
it.
get kicked off camera. They might think I'm filming something. I don't know. Trying
Right.
to do it
There we go.
real quick, because we here for a good time, not a long time. And listen, I'm just gonna jump right in. Listen, did y'all know that President Donald Trump has elected or nominated or basically put in place three Hollywood ambassadors? So the ambassadors are, and there's no females in here, which I'm a little upset about, but whatever. So we have John Voight, Sylvester Stallone, and Mel Gibson, who he elected as the special Hollywood ambassadors, and he tasked them with bringing back the industry. So John Voight actually has a plan. He hasn't said what his plan is, but coming up soon, he will be addressing the president and talking about how to bring Hollywood back to not only California, but just America, period. Because if you guys are not familiar with the film industry, they have been shooting in countries like Britain, Canada, Australia for a very long time, and they're getting a lot of our business, a lot of our money, a lot of our productions. So they are those three ambassadors were tasked with bringing Hollywood back to America, and we'll see what John Voight has to say. I'm not sure, but hopefully it's a good plan, and I'm pretty positive it's going to include tax incentives. I know that's what California is dealing with right now. Um, yeah, but I don't know. This is interesting though. I had no idea that in January, President Donald Trump, elected or nominated these ambassadors. Did you hear anything about that?
No, not at all.
No.
And that's sort of a bad sign for Hollywood, but maybe something good to come because if the president has to go and try to save your butt, then something's not right. You know what I mean? So, and
Yeah.
I don't, I will, we will have to look to see exactly why he nominated those people in particular. And I can understand
Hmm.
Mel Gibson. He's been around for a minute. Well, all of them have been around for a minute. So. I
Yeah.
wonder how this would go off. Hopefully, the politics don't get into this whole thing, and we just
Hmm.
get back to the core of the business and get that back on track. So, yeah, kudos to President Trump on this one. Hey, if you're trying to save the industry, baby, got a little piece left in here for you.
Absolutely, absolutely, because the president has been doing a lot of wild, unorthodox things. But I will say, if he's trying to bring this industry back, I love it because I also love that he's taking food dyes out of the daggone cereal and out of the food. So that's great. All these red 40s and yellow, and we don't need that. Like, do what the other countries do and use like beets for the red. Just use fruits and
Mm.
vegetables for the dye. But anyway, yeah, I'm really hoping that that's going to be a good thing for us. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And check us out on Actors Endurance because we will keep you up to date on all the facts that's going on in this world. Because it's Fun Fact Friday. Okay, we ready for a fun fact real quick before we give us more news?
Yes. Yes. Fun fact about Broadway here. So, 10
Yeah.
things I hate about you heads to Broadway. So, haven't had any Broadway news in a minute. At least, I haven't said anything about it in a minute. But
Hmm.
Lena Dunham and Carly Rae Jepsen are collaborating on a Broadway musical adaptation of the 1999 teen rom-com 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh
Dunham
wow.
is co-writing the book while Jepsen is composing the score. Pretty cool. The production will be directed by Tony winner Christopher Wilden. Yes, Christopher Wilden. Sorry. This marks Jasper's first major behind the scene role in theaters. So we're starting to
Wow.
see a lot of this as a trend where TV shows that did very well or movies that did very well, they're making a comeback through Broadway. So this will
Mm-hmm.
be very interesting. I believe it is going to be a musical. Yes, they did say that. So I don't know how they're going to turn it into a musical. But I'm just going to be honest. Musicals are great, but legit acting needs to come back. Like legit stage acting. And
Yeah.
this is not a knock. This is okay. Before people start going in the comments, legit acting is a term that was used when musical theater started to make a rise. So people will
Mm-hmm.
say, "Hey, I'm going to the theater," and it's like, okay, which one? So now you have musicals and you have legit theater, and we really need to bring legit theater back. Put some stage combat up in there because people aren't going
Yes.
to be listening for these long, drawn out stories. They want to be like, "Hey, what's up? Back? Oh yeah, resolution, yay! More money, more money,
Absolutely.
more money." So
Absolutely.
um,
Absolutely. Yeah,
that
that's
that
pretty
was just
cool.
a
I
quick
mean,
fact.
yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of musicals, but I am curious on how they're gonna, perform that show, how they're gonna produce that show, because as a TV series, there's so much going on. So I wonder where the storyline is gonna go. Just wonder how they're gonna put it together, and then what songs are they gonna sing because it's a television show. So I don't know. I'm
Oh,
curious. I'm curious.
interesting.
Listen, yeah, let me know what y'all think in the chats. You think it's a good thing, a bad thing? Were you even a fan of the show? You know? So yeah. Okay. Well, listen, y'all. Moving on because we're here for a good time, not a long time. I'm gonna just throw a quick fun fact in there real quick because I'm a big fan of James Bond and I love those films. And they're constantly remaking them with different casts. But one of the best James Bonds was Sean Connery. Now, did you all know that Sean Connery started going bald at 17 years old? This man was still in high school. But not the milk guy, not the shiny shine.
We were
Oh
born at about the
man.
same time, me and Sean.
Oh no, not in high school. Oh man, I feel for y'all. I really do. But listen, ladies out there, put a like in the comments if you love a bald head. Come on now, put a like in the comments if you like a bald head. I like me a bald head with a beard now. Come on. Yes, yes. Put a little cream on it. Don't have no ashy bald head. But anyway, listen. So Sean Connery at 17 started going bald. So when he made these James Bond films, he was wearing a toupee the whole time. Yes. Now, right now they calling them man installs, right? But back then they calling them toupees. So Sean Connery had a toupee when he was making all these James Bond films, and that's just crazy. So now when y'all see him in the films, you go back and watch it. Yeah, you might watch it a little different. You might be waiting to see if the wind blows, if it just pick up a little bit, or is his rig crooked? Oh, excuse me, his toupee crooked.
Yep.
Just little things you might be looking for if you see the film.
Oh, I'm looking
Man.
now. I'm looking right up under that hairline. I want to see now. Did they stitch it in? Did they glue it in?
Oh my
Um,
god.
and that's become more popular nowadays, though. I've seen a lot of people who,
Yes.
it was really cool. The first black person that I ever really saw like have it done on a regular basis was Sammy Jackson. Sammy used to
Oh
get the
yeah.
wildest hairstyles, and I'm like, yo, they
Yeah.
hook Sammy up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
that
But
was a lot. That was a lot
mhm.
because you have to spend a lot of money on hair and makeup. Like that's specialty makeup. They had some people where they
Absolutely.
actually had to put in their beard, they would have to put one strand of hair apiece and just stick, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like it's a lot that goes into it. Kudos to the special effects MUAs that do that. Y'all are amazing. I was on the set the other day and they made a guy bald. I was like, I forgot to show you that picture. Yeah,
Oh
they were doing
wow.
the
And
bald
they put the
makeup.
bald
Yeah,
cap. Oh wow.
yeah, yeah. Saw it
That's
like
pretty
they
cool.
slicked his hair back, put the ball cap on, and then they were putting all the stuff around the edges to smooth it out. Then they put the makeup
Mhm.
on. It was he was in makeup. We were shooting. We came back in and they were halfway done with the process. So it took hours to get it done. And this was a low budget. So
Mm.
I'm happy to see that low budget films are actually getting into that FX as well, especially with the makeup, because if you've ever worked with a makeup artist, special effects makeup artist, they are not cheap. Boy, they are not
No.
cheap.
They are some
Oh,
hair scientists,
who?
though. I mean, they are some hair
Yes,
doctors. They know what they're doing. I
yes.
was on set yesterday, and I saw a man, great actor. I saw a man with the beard. They put his whole beard on. It was a nice little fluffy gray beard too. I was like, oh my goodness! I seen him in between takes, touching it up. Once the film comes out, I'll let y'all know what it was and who it was. But right now, I ain't saying nothing. Zippity dip dip. Yeah. So anyway, Marla, what else you got for the people while we're here for a good time, a long time on Fun Fact Friday? Oh, real quick, y'all. If you have not gone to Amazon, I don't have my book on me right now because, like I said, I'm working. They just said real. Okay, hope they can't hear me. Anyway, yes.
Let me go
So
get my bag. Got to go get the
yes,
bag on them.
go to Amazon, pick up your Actors Weekly Planner, and also pick up your Actors Little Handbook. And yeah, it'll change your life. It's on Amazon now. But there we go. There we go. Yeah, check that out. Like I said, they're on Amazon, Actors Endurance. All right, moving on, Marlon. What you got for the people? Because I'm gonna have to
All
go in a
right.
second. I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
What? All right. What I have for the people is
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood's Walk of Fame. As of now, there are 2,600 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. New honorees are
Whoa.
they're welcomed in every single year. These are people who had impact on the entertainment industry. The most recent one that I saw was my boy Ice Cube.
Ice
His
Cube.
joint, he
Hey.
has his handprints, and he may be the only person. Y'all can check me. He may be the only person on the Walk of Fame that actually has Chuck's. He got Chuck Taylor's
Come
as his
on.
footprint. Yo, come on,
Come
Ice
on.
Cube. Come
Hey, and
on.
we giving
Come
this
on.
news on what day? What day is it today?
Fun Fact Fridays.
Friday. Yes, Friday.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
So
We giving
so
this news on
when
Friday.
when Snoop gets his, Snoop may be number two, and maybe two Chucks on there because Snoop will get his.
Oh, for sure.
Snoop will get his.
For sure. But
So
yeah, shout out to
uh,
Ice Cube though for changing the game, boy. He is definitely a trailblazer in the business. Such a creative mind. And real quick, big shout out to Big World Small Room. Hey, thanks for checking this out, Big World Small Room. Hope you like it.
yes, thank you.
Uh yeah, but hey, real quick, y'all, I think I got one more. I got one more fun fact and then we're gonna get up out of here. So did
Yes.
y'all know? Did y'all know that now New Jersey is making a big dent in the business? You got Amazon building their studio. A lot of people from New York are moving to New Jersey. There are a couple other studios over there too. If you go back to our past videos, we talked about it. But did you know that New Jersey, the film industry, it actually got its start in New Jersey. So not California.
Mm,
Not
mm,
California was not the start of the film industry. It actually began in New Jersey. Many studios started out in New Jersey, in the towns of Bayonne and Fort Lee at the beginning of the 20th century, including famous names like Fox, Paramount, and Universal. They all started in New Jersey. Isn't that crazy?
wow.
Yes,
Wow.
and then they
I had
ended up
no
moving
idea.
all out to Hollywood. Well, New Jersey is making a
Ah,
big dent in the business, and I wouldn't be surprised if went back. Went right back to New Jersey because New Jersey has, I mean, yeah, the weather that's seasonal, but they have a lot of different like landscapes and the scenery, so they can make a movie pretty much look like they're in California or somewhere else in the world. So, yeah, New Jersey, that's where the film industry actually began. For y'all that did not know.
yes. And Jersey, for y'all who don't know, isn't just up there at the base of New York. So Jersey goes all the way down to Delaware. Like there's, the Delaware, Jersey.
Yes,
So there is a lot of scenery. So I used to drive like every weekend actually. I used to drive from New York to DC and back. And the turnpike. So you go all the way down the New Jersey
yeah, the
Turnpike.
Jersey
You're on there for
Turnpike. Yeah,
hours. Yeah, you
yes,
well not
yes, you
hours
are.
because it's only like 4 hours, but
Listen.
the longest stretch of my trip is the Jersey Turnpike. Period. So
Hmm.
Jersey got a lot of land. Okay, they got a lot of land,
Absolutely.
and even Camden. Like I went to Camden one time, and they have farms and all of that, and like the rolls of hay. I
Bales of
was like,
hay.
this is
Yep.
Camden. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It was rough
Yeah.
down there too. Like shout out to Camden because I don't want no smoke from y'all.
That's why they
it was
call
a
it Dirty
wrap.
Jersey. That's why they call it Dirty Jersey. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
that where your man
Well,
from, Redman?
oh, yeah, you know that
Come
that's
on.
my dude right there. So yes,
Exactly.
shout out to
Exactly.
Jersey. My boy Mark Dorsey's up there too. So I like the
Hey,
fact that
Mark.
this came all the way around. Hey, shout out to the Dorsey.
Yeah.
Um, I love the fact that it came back around. Like I didn't know that that was a birth, but New Jersey may just say, you know what? Let's bring this thing back home for
All
us,
right.
and then do it bigger.
And
Gotta
yo, I
go.
gotta go right now. So,
All right.
hey, Acts Endurance, y'all. We'll check y'all out on Monday. Thanks for joining us
Yep.
today for Fun Fact Friday. I'm on
Fun
social
Fact
media. Keep
Friday.
calling me.
All right. Yes, go do your thing, partner. So she's on set. I'm chilling. It's Fun Fact Friday. I'm chilling today. All right. So we'll holler at y'all later. We'll see
All
you
right.
for the Monday Hot
Hot
Topics.
topics. All right. Make
See
sure
ya.
y'all subscribe. Actors Endurance.
Peace.